Hello, 5'9" gamers. It's Minato here, and I am joined by the one and only Ignant. Iggy, my boy. What's up? How's it going?
Ohio Epic 5'9" Gamers!
Yeah.
How y'all doing today?
And today we're going to be talking about, of course, the hot topic of the week going on, the Dokkan Battle Glitch that occurred recently. So, essentially, if you're somehow not aware of what's going on, there was a recent glitch that happened in the game where if you did a little shenanigans with the app, airplane mode, we're not going to go into specifics, but you were able to get your leader skills and everything like that doubled basically, so you're able to get like super high stats and beat all the difficult content in the game. It's pretty crazy, and honestly it's probably something that people shouldn't necessarily have access to, I guess you could say. But recently we did get actual announcements in the news about this. So basically, reading off what it says on the global version, it says basically, thank you for support. Currently the following issue has been found. They state character stats will be increased if certain actions are performed in battle. The issue will be fixed in the future, and they'll let us know when. And they state that be aware that any accounts of any users that conduct improper behavior by exploiting this issue may be suspended without notice due to violating the terms of service. So this is actually something that's very similar to what they state for the World Tournaments. Now, I feel like this is a pretty big thing going on here. Not necessarily because it's just this. Like, this usually is not like something to worry about, but if you look over here, they have a pop-up in game, and they also announced it on the social media platforms, both JP and global. So that's a lot going on. There's a lot of, I guess you could say, speculation on banning and stuff like that happening. I want to know, what do you think about this, Ignant? What's your thought process on this, man?
Well, for one, I think you use this glitch, you just suck at the game. That's how you had to beat the content. There's just too many people in this community that say all the content is too easy. There's never any content, yada yada. And then everyone all of a sudden is like, yeah, I was able to beat all the content now thanks to this bug. And two, I'm just gonna kind of ramble here. Two, there's a lot of people saying, how would they detect that you did this glitch with the game? It's because they think it's only on your side that you're doing it. But if you don't know, they can see literally everything that goes on your account. Login, your connection, the stones you use, yada, yada, yada. We know this because they have stats tracked for our accounts that they never showed us, but like certain celebrations say, okay, this is your most used unit and all this other stuff. So like they know every little thing that goes on with your account. They just choose not to ban people that do stuff as of now. This one, I don't know. I feel like it's a gray area. They might actually go with the ban because technically speaking, this just makes it where you don't have to summon at all. You could just go in with rare units, in units, SRs and stuff like that, and you can beat any content in the game basically with just that. So I feel like there is a chance they'll ban. Well, most likely they won't. But yeah, they can tell what you're doing. Like they can tell everything you do on the account. I do also find it funny that people were hot, when they were doing the glitch and posting all over to like, yeah, this is sick, they'll never ban. And then this notice comes out and everyone's freaking out. Oh my god, Bandai, you suck. They have someone to do this. It's told us that they're gonna sue them.
Yeah, there's actually people who think you could sue, and just to clear anything about that, you can't sue them for this. This is within the terms of service. They could ban you for whatever they want. That's the point of the terms of service. At the terms of service is they basically make sure they include every single aspect imaginable in there. It does state specifically that if you're found actually using this glitch or abusing any glitches, they can ban you for what they want. I saw posts about that as well. But yeah, I mean, I feel like it's pretty serious considering they posted it on their social media accounts. You guys have to realize
they never do that.
They never do that. Now, I feel one argument you can make is recently Dokkan has been more social media friendly, I guess you could say. They've been a little more interactive with social media. I feel like it's not just Dokkan, but like the entire Bandai Namco. So like also I've seen Legends, they're very, very interactive with their community. I feel like it's more so like that going on. It could be possible that they're just posting this because not only is it like they literally state that it's going to be fixed at a later time, so they're clearly not like trying to fix it urgently. And on top of that, they have been making posts like, oh, show us your favorite teams and stuff like that. So I could see an argument from that end stating that, oh, it's not urgent. They just want to post it on the social media platform to kind of make it more aware. And I would say though, like, people who did abuse the glitch over and over, past with past precedents and stuff like that, they never really have banned before for issues like this. And especially considering they never banned people for actually modding the game as well. Like, there's of course so like mods, private servers, all that stuff going around. People like almost never get banned for that unless they do some type of stuff in the world tournaments. And even then, like, not to get into too specifics, but some people have gone into the world tournament before and haven't gotten banned and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, we'll have to wait and see, because again, they state that they're gonna do it at a later time. All right, if specifically right here, this issue will be fixed in the future. So it seems like they may not care about it as much. Honestly, I don't know.
Well, the thing is, the way you do it is such a specific thing that has to happen, and I know that's another thing people were saying. It's like, how would they ban for this? Because it's something that can happen to accident. I've had it happen to me in accident. This glitch has been in the game for years, because it's not something that you really think would happen normally. So, like, they can ban for it, but I don't think they will ban people that did it like once or twice, because like I said, it could happen accidentally. But you're going in, you're restarting your app 20 times, you're going into 2 trillion attack stats. I think I'm like, yeah, buddy, you're getting out of here, But it's not an accident at that point. Also, something I want to throw in there just for the fun, because no one ever read the TOS ever, is there's actually, the TOS is so broad, they actually have a part, unless they took it out by now, where you're not allowed to post screenshots or video recordings of your account anyway. And that's actually was or is in the TOS, where they can ban you for posting screenshots of your account, which is very funny when you mention the social media interaction stuff.
Yeah, I know, that's the funny thing. They literally have it where you can't even show your account to other people, but like they ask for people, post your teams and things like that, which is again another reason why I feel like it's likely that you'll get banned, especially I would say after this announcement. I wouldn't recommend not using it at all. Like maybe before, like we didn't really know, and it was kind of, I've seen a lot of people have fun playing around with it, but I mean, it seems like they are stating that it could be something that they want to ban for. So especially now that we know that it's possible that you can get banned for this, I would definitely say don't do it. Do I think people will actually get banned for this issue? I would probably say still it's a very low chance, because again, it's like, if they ban people for doing this, but they don't ban people for using mods and stuff like that, then there's not really a difference between the two, because this is something intentional. No matter what, if you did this glitch by watching, the little stuff that was going on and learn how to do it intentionally to beat difficult content, stuff like that, you are exploiting that glitch. You are going out of your way to do it. You didn't do it by accident. That's what they state specifically. So if you did it by accident like 3 years ago and you remember and you're like, oh no, you're not gonna get banned, don't worry about that. I would only worry, especially if you've done it after they gave out this warning. But again, we'll have to wait and see. We have no idea when this is going to be fixed. Again, it doesn't seem like that much of an urgency for them to go ahead and just kind of wrap up there.
I feel like I said, only the people that did it like extremely, with this 2 trillion attack stats over and over, I feel like those would be the ones that are banned. And oh, you can't really, because I'm thinking.
I mean, it's a good thing that this wasn't out during like a world tournament. If you use this in like a world tournament, you're gone. That's what I'd say. But that's for sure.
I don't know why you would, because it actually take you more time.
It would, literally it would actually, that's a very good point. I mean, yeah. Like you could use a friend Broly and you get it done way faster. So I mean, I don't know, people would probably think about doing it in world tournament. But I mean, that's the thing. The only thing that I would say you really have to worry about is if you did do it like a bunch of times, like if you abuse it, even then it's kind of like iffy, like 50-50 kind of, And another point that I've seen people bring up is that if they ban the player base, how does that benefit them? because again, this game is almost going to be 7 years old. It's not like they're pulling in as many new players as they used to. We could see how they had to skip a download celebration by doing the worldwide for Super Vegeta and Buhan, while this issue was actually the 350 mil. So they're clearly not gaining enough players. That's why they're building the game to be more beneficial to new players for version Z. So if they shrink down the player base that's currently there right now, that's just them losing potential revenue. If you think about it in that way, because some of those people may be money spenders. Some of those people may eventually spend a little bit of money in the game, because that's what this game is designed to do. Eventually, they want you to spend money in the game. That's gacha game, like you can't.
Yeah.
You can't be surprised
Real
at
quick
that.
before I forget it again. So that was something I wanted to bring up too. So people, I know some of them were joking, but people are like, oh, 90% of the play race is going to be banned if they do this. I need y'all to realize that YouTube, Reddit, Twitter, and all the social media for Dokkan, Legends, Grand Cross, everything is such a minuscule part of the actual player base that if they banned us, it really wouldn't matter. And also, I feel like most people that were doing this glitch to beat the content aren't wells, because if you're well, you probably already beat the content anyway. I don't know. I'm kind of mixed when it comes to that category, because I feel like most people that are doing it are like struggling, free to play players and stuff like that, or maybe light spenders, but their big boy wells definitely weren't having to abuse this glitch. And if they did, it probably did like once or twice this experience. Like, okay, well, that's kind of boring. The game's already too easy. Let me go ahead and stop.
Yeah, I would say if you did it like once or twice, I don't really think it's going to be that big of an issue. Like, if you did it once as testing, it might not be that bad, especially if you even, I'm not sure. The only thing I'm not sure about is if there's a difference between you entering the stage and then not clearing it while doing the glitch, or if there's not a difference between actually clearing it, but they can tell like how many times you try to connect to the server. So if they see you like didn't connect to the server multiple times, but then a few seconds later you ended up connecting like a lot in the same day, then that is definitely very fishy on their end. Again, like Iggy said earlier, they could see all that stuff. Like, they could see how much damage you do to the bosses in the game. They could see stuff like that. That's why they have the punching bag event missions. How do you think you can clear those missions by doing that amount of damage? They can track that stuff, they can track how many orbs you collect, everything like that. So that's a lot of things to take in consideration. I wouldn't be surprised if they could also tell how much damage an opponent does to you, which is another hand-in-hand thing with the bug, because it also raises your defensive stats a lot.
Yeah, that's another thing. So I actually wonder if on their side it actually looks like someone's trying to do a failed DDoS attack, because it's just you reconnecting over and over and over.
I mean, it's definitely possible, but that's basically the gist of it here. You guys just gotta watch out. Again, I would not recommend doing the bug, especially now. Try to just lay low, I guess you could say, and we'll have to wait and see.
If you're like me, if you played this game since the literal day one of JP and you're just kind of burned out, go for it. I mean, I wouldn't blame you. I did it a couple times just to make a funny screenshot of, haha, Frieza's the best unit in the game, 55% on the way to Frieza beat the God event by himself,
I mean, I've seen a lot of people like not care. That's another thing. It's like a lot of old time players could potentially get wiped away from this, and I'm not sure that's necessarily something they would want to do, but we'll have to wait and see. All in all, it was a very interesting experience. It's been a very interesting week. Let us know.
We needed this.
Yeah, I feel like we needed it. It was super dead right now.
This game has been so dead.
Like, literally, there still isn't anything dropping for like a few days, and we're gonna get the actually the live stream for version Z tonight, so hopefully there'll be something good in there. But yeah, I think that's pretty much covers everything.
Real quick, so where people were bringing up they haven't banned modders, I feel like that may possibly be something they're looking to doing at some point, because they did do the safety net, they're doing version Z and all this other stuff. Maybe that's something they are looking to in the future, and maybe they'll start doing that with this or after this. I don't know. We have to wait and see. Dokkan's never really been big at banning modders. The only time that did a massive ban wave was duping stones, and that's because that directly affected their income, basically. And I feel like this one is not nearly as bad, obviously, but I feel like this one, they could probably look at it the same way, because you're using only SR units to beat the hardest stages in the games. You don't have to summon on anything.
I mean, yeah, and
maybe.
I mean, I want to say it doesn't affect summoning as much, obviously, because there's a limited amount of stone resources you can get from beating these events. And at the end of the day, this is a collector's game, I feel like they see it as. But, you know, you still beating these events and getting all those extra stones that normally you wouldn't have been able to is definitely an issue. It's like, at that point, what's the difference between using this and then botting a brand new account or modding?
Yes.
You know, there's not
So-
really a difference between the two.
It's so funny because I see everyone freaking out. It's like, oh my god, Dokkan's numbers go up to like 2 billion, haha. But it's like, this is literally just like a couple extra steps of what we used to have called Element Evil, where you could just punch in your attack stats, whatever you wanted to be. It used to be so much fun. So I guess there's another little fun fact. I know it's kind of unrelated, but you can hit like such a high stat that says 0, but it'll still do the extra damage on there unless you do it too much.
I saw a lot of memes with the Blue Evolution Vegeta the LR about that 0 attack stat. That was pretty funny.
Also, this sucks that they might possibly ban for this because it actually makes Blue Kaioken good.
It
like
does make Blue Kaioken good, you know? Finally.
We gotta sneak this in there. Let's go.
He's as
Finally,
good as people think.
He can do more than 2 million. He can do more than 2 million turn 1. Let's go.
Let's go! But yeah. I feel like... Again, I feel like we pretty much wrapped it up here. So thanks, Iggy, for coming along here, and you know, thank you everyone for watching the video. Let us know what you think, what you guys think in the comments below. It's definitely interesting to see what the entire community and player base is kind of thinking about this glitch or bug. Do you think people should be banned for it? I know some people. I've seen some people say that they feel people should be banned for it. I see others think the opposite, but it'll be interesting to see. Feel free to go ahead and, you know, do all that like, share, subscribing stuff. You know, pretty epic. Am I right, Iggy? That's pretty gamer moment.
Epic gamer!
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you all for watching again, and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.
See ya.